I feel like a long time ago, people literally would go out to do things, for example, apply for a job, or, they need to pay bills, or, they need to do other things like go to the store and hang out with friends. But now, since everything is mostly online, it's kind of like if people got really lazy. And, don't get me wrong, is technology convenient? Yes, it makes our lives a lot easier, but it makes our lives a lot lazier too, because there are people that will spend the whole fucking day or weeks being indoors, no social fucking life going on, and they're fucking lazy. And also, we have to work at those shitty fucking jobs, that makes us not want to be active or have the motivation to go outside to hang out with people because we're so fucking exhausted. Times have really changed when it comes to technology. Technology is great, it's great. It has its pros and cons, just like everything else, And it does save time, And also and also without technology, people actually knew how to socialize. People went out, they did things, they hung out with friends, went to the mall, etc. They did a lot of more, activities than versus technology, but now everybody's on the screens, And, when people are having children, the first thing that there are 3-year-olds that know how to work a smart TV, a smartphone, all that stuff. There are people that were 3 years old, didn't know how to do that, because when they were 3 years old, you're busy, just being a baby. But now you got kids knowing how to use technology at a very, very young age. And honestly, being a generation that's, been glued to the screens and all of that, that is not healthy. And people really need to be more active and just to be more outside more often. Okay, they really need to do things instead of being on the screen all the fucking time. And being on the screen, it can get very addicting, but, depending what you are doing too, like if it's work and all that, technology, just, just have a time for yourself where you put the phone down or the technology down and do something. Go out and do something.